1970, Richard Nixon was the president, Brian North had just been born, and Bertie High School was playing in their first state championship game. Now 54 years later, and the Falcons needed just one more win to get back to the title game, and all that stood in their way was #1 seeded Wilson Prep, a Tigers team who beat the Falcons by 6 points in last year's semifinal game, seeking redemption at the Joel Coliseum. Taquan Holly got the floater early on, then Zamir Dempsey rolls inside off the glass for 2, as the Falcons trailed 31-17 at the half, where head coach Johnny Rasco watched his boys make an honorable comeback in the fourth, but Wilson Prep was too much, winning 62-46, and despite the loss, Coach Rasco gave an emotional props to his team for their fight.
I couldn't be more proud of. The future is bright. The future is bright for these seniors as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what these seniors do when they step away from Bertie campus, and they're going to do big things.
Bertie now out, so here's who remains from our region. The South Central girls play tomorrow against Terry Sanford, a Bulldog squad they lost to last year in the second round. Then on Wednesday, North Pitt ladies take on the Seaforth Hawks, and on the guys' side, Farmville Central squares up with Goldsboro, hoping to try and repeat as state champs following North Pitt at 6 o'clock. All right, ECU beat Memphis yesterday and was hoping the Slippers still fit in the quarterfinals against top-seeded Tulsa. Luckily, Defensive Player of the Year Danae McNeil was in her bag, scoring 29 points, ripping and stripping away 10 steals and 3 blocks. Yeah, just for the heck of it, why not? And this magical run continues to have moments of deja vu from their championship in 2023 in the ACC, as the Pirates knock off the Hurricanes 75-71 to stay alive despite the doubters.
We never stopped believing, in this team, and I knew, we got 2 of the best players in the conference right here with Danae McNeil and Maya Joyner. So I know when they're on the court, we have an opportunity to win. I'm just extremely happy we're advancing to see another day.
So where does this bring the Pirates? To the semifinals tomorrow. So ECU will take on UTSA at 7 o'clock. A Roadrunner squad they beat nearly by 30 points in January, 82-54. Then 10th seeded Rice will play the winner of Temple and Tulane at 9 o'clock. That game is still in overtime. Tulane leads 60-58 with under a minute to go. All right, over to the ACC men. The Davis bunch on UNC were recognized with prestigious honors as senior guard R.J. Davis was named ACC Player of the Year, averaging 21 points per game, and he went off for 42 points against Miami a few weeks ago. And then Hubert Davis was bestowed the title of ACC Coach of the Year as he led the Tar Heels to a conference-best 17-3 ACC record and 25-6 overall in just his 3rd year at the helm, which brings us to the conference tournament, where starting tomorrow in Washington, D.C., NC State will play Louisville at 4:30. Wake Forest plays on Wednesday, and top seed UNC and Duke get the double bye and don't play until Thursday. All right, let's head on over to the gridiron, the NFL, where the Panthers lose 2-time Pro Bowler Brian Burns, who signed a 5-year, $150 million contract. Ooh, sign me up for that with the New York Giants. Burns racked up 8 sacks and 50 tackles this season, but will be switching from his usual Carolina blue to Big Apple blue with the Giants. All right, and then the Panthers, though, they did add someone today by getting Bryce Young some help up front. Former Dolphins guard Robert Hunt signed a 5-year, $100 million deal with the Panthers after spending the first 4 seasons of his young career in Miami, where, check out, he almost scored a touchdown with the Dolphins a few years ago against the Ravens, as Bryce Young was sacked 62 times this past year. So the front office, yeah, they're hoping that this will bring that number down just a little bit for Bryce Young come the 2024 season. All right, that'll do it for Sports Tonight. For News 12, I'm Luke Schwartz, and that's tonight's edition of Sports for Schwartz.